Right, hi guys. I don't know if you have this problem, but I know a lot of people do. Even I've had it. When you keep your van in storage, you find that when you keep your blinds down, for obviously for personal reasons, you don't want people prying into what you've got stored over the months. But what I'm lucky, I've got mine stored on a drive, so I don't really need to keep them down. But what I find is, if you leave them in that position there, sometimes they stick and they're very difficult to get back up, and you end up losing your temper and end up ripping them because they just won't go back up. There's an easy fix for this. I'll just show you. This blind, it's not too, there you are, perfect, it won't go up. And that, now you see there, it's starting to rip where you've caught it. It just will not go up in that position. So I'll show you a little trick on how to fix these blinds, and it's very easy. Surprisingly easy. I thought it'd be a lot difficult than that, perhaps even replacing this and the old blind itself, which can cost a lot of money, especially if you're looking at scrap yards or new, even, or eBay or whatever you look for your parts. This, to the average person, would put a lot of people off. Oh, how do I do this? Well, straightforward really. The blind is actually fitted into the frame. So what we'd have to do first with this one, because you've got these caps covering the screw holes. So the first tool you would need is a Stanley knife. Just to pull these out a lot easier than you would a screwdriver. If you use a screwdriver, you'd probably dent them and make them look sightly. And obviously these are on show and would look nasty really. With this, I'm going to have to take the pelmet down for the curtains. I've already taken the curtains down, but I haven't taken this down. You'd have to access this through the overhead lockers with a couple of screws, which is pretty easy. You don't know, they're there, so you don't have to do a lot to explain it for that. And just take the caps off. I'll show you how to do one cap if you can see it. It's just there. Off it comes. There's the cap, and then it reveals the screw. I'll show you. It's a Phillips screwdriver head. There, that's all it is. Easy enough to do. You just undo all them. So I'm not going to bore you with undoing all of them. And there's to show you, in there is the screws holding the pelmet. That's it. That's for this. You might not even have this there, so you know that's a bonus. You might just have just a surround, or you might just have the blind here and there, right? But they're all basically, it's all the same principle. So I'll just sit this down. What I'll do, I'll pause it here now, and then I'll just get back to you once I've done the boring job of unscrewing everything. Right, hi guys. Right, just to let you know, I've just taken off the pelmet. The pelmet is here. Taking that down. That was easy. Screws in the overhead lockers. I've taken all the caps off with the Stanley knife. Easy. And then you got the surrounding screws all the way around. I've left one in to show you. Trick: don't go in with a drill, cordless screwdriver drill. Always try and use hand tools. The reason being, you can put enough pressure on them without being too heavy-handed. With a drill, you either round off the screws, you damage the plastic, over tightening them and things like that. And with stuff like this, you need it to be a good tight seal. And if you break anything when you're screwing in, then it's not going to be tight. You could have leaks in the future, because obviously this screws to the outside window, which makes the seal. So always use hand tools when possible, and you get the right amount of torque on them, and you know. So I've never done a video actually doing a job being filmed, but I'll just try it out. And that went up good that time, but it's just temperamental. So basically this then just pops off as easy as that, revealing the outside window frame. But there's the screw holes where I said where you screw into, you could damage them by over tightening them. Right, let's turn this around just to show you. Right. Basically, that's the blind in its frame, and there, right, I'll zoom out for you. That's where it sits in this holder, and this is the spring mechanism in here. Basically, we've got to tighten this up because over time it does slacken off. So you need to take the blind out of its frame just to tighten this up enough to get its tension back. So pretty easy. That's how easy it is. I'll just put the camera down here. Let's have a look. It's really awkward because I know a lot of viewers said my camera is not the best because it's vibrating and shaking when I'm holding it. So I've got to stand for the camera now and just hold and go from there. Right, here's a case now of just another screwdriver to undo what's holding it on. These are little screws. You might have something different to this. It's all a case of looking. I'm going from there. I'll just undo these. I'll do it. Rather than bore you with undoing a couple of screws, right, I've just undone the bracket. I'll show you. That was holding it on there. That was there like that. Just holding that roller on. But that's not the side you want to adjust. It's this side. There. So what we need to do is just take this, which is holding her on. It's just a clip. It clips out. Just show you, it's easy. You don't undo them all. It's just really difficult to do. Should just pop off. There. It's just a metal clip holding the plastic frame in. It's really difficult to do with holding a camera. This is where I need someone to help me. There's one. Perhaps it'll be easier with this one. They go all the way down, but you don't need to take them all out because you only want to do the top bit on this model. Obviously yours might be different, but the principle is the same. Right. So this now will release the blind. Should just pop out, and there goes it. Just released all the tension in the blind altogether. Let me put the camera down a sec. Right, I do apologise for the dodgy camera. Right, what we have to do now is it's quite fiddly, this bit. I don't know if you can see that there. Right, what we need to do now is basically, this is your tensioner. It comes, you tighten it up. Basically, it's on a spring. So you're going to need, I would say, pliers for this job, because doing it by your hand can be quite fiddly. And obviously, you're not going to get as much tension on it as you need. So basically, you just twist it. You keep on turning and turning. You can see that. Turning and turning and turning. Until you've got enough tension on it that you can't hold it with your hand. Because you don't over tighten it because you'll damage the spring inside. You might need a little bit more because this is quite worn. Just to tighten it up a bit more than normal. I don't know if you can see there. Oh, the fiddly bit, believe it or not, is trying to get that blind back in its holder. I apologise people if you can't see it. But it's really difficult to hold a camera and do this at the same time, as you can appreciate. It's a case of getting that back in its slot. Right. And that should be tensioned up enough. Yeah. Right, that's in there now. I'll just stop it there. Right guys, right, basically that's what I've done, is put the blind back in its holder, and then just put this on. I couldn't leave it go because it would have lost all its tension again, so I've just basically put that bracket back on. It's easy. He's basically reversing what you've just done. So there's the blind in this holder. That's all I've got left to do, is put these clips on, which I just took off. There's another easy job. It's just basically holding it in the runners. Like so. One more. Right, the test now to see if it worked. I'm going to do this on camera, so this is a first, because it normally goes wrong for me first time. But I'm going to turn the blind around and show you. Hopefully it should have worked. And if it hasn't, it's obviously just a case of doing the same again until you've got the tension right. So there's the blind working. There, down. And that is a lot better than what it was before. So it's basically a case then of putting it all back. I'm happy with that. I'll just shut it back on the frame for now, one sec. Just to show you. Okay. There you go. And that's basically it. That goes still, you know, that could do up with a bit more, because there, that should be up there. So it's obviously still not 100%. So I will take it off and tighten it up a bit more. But that's how you would fix your blind when it's in storage and you've lost all its tension. And there's a case then of putting all the screws back in, which is straightforward. You've done it once. And put the caps back on, covering them. And putting them, on my case, I've got to put the pelmet back up. There. So I hope this is help to you guys, because that's what I'm here for, is to save you money by trying to do things yourself when it comes to caravans, because they are expensive to repair and parts are ridiculous to buy, especially if you go to a dealership or a service station where you want your caravan repaired. They're just ridiculous, some of the things they want and charge for, and they just, when you can do it yourself. So please subscribe to my channel, and I'll try and get more videos out to you of other things, or anything you would like to know. If I can help you, I will get back to you or make a video for you on tips and helps to do certain things, because it's not a lot out here for caravans, and if not, they're RVs, which is no relevance to the UK if you do live in the UK. But they're all standard, you know, more or less the same thing wherever you live, whatever country you're in. They're all more or less the same principle. But if you want other videos, let me know and I'll try and do them, because like I've said in the past, I've had numerous faults with this caravan and things that I've repaired. So I would like to do another video on the electric side of this caravan, where I've had problems with the lights, everything basically wouldn't work. So that's another video. So if you subscribe, hit a like, and I'll get a video out on the electric side of the caravan with the 12 volt side. So that would be, that's it really. That would be a great help if someone would subscribe to my channel, and we go from there, because the more views, the more people, the more videos I get out for you guys. And thanks for looking, thanks for the likes. I appreciate all the comments and that you've put out so far, and the likes and the views, to be fair, because I didn't think I'd get this many. That's why I'm doing more videos, because I had a comment the other day saying that someone saved a lot of money by doing just by doing what I said about the tumor halterita. So you know, I'm happy for that, because that's the whole aim, is to save money for people. So you guys, you know, that's why I do it. So thanks very much, and keep on subscribing, liking, and I'll get back to you on other videos. So thank you very much. Ta-ra, guys.